Hello, and welcome to a short guide about managing files and folders in Google Drive. So, first thing I'm going to mention is that if you go to Finder on your Mac, so that's basically into My Computer on a PC, you can look at the Google Drive folder that syncs with your online Google Drive. Okay, so that's also represented on the Mac with this icon up here in the toolbar, and you can see that things are syncing for me. There's some things that haven't, and if I click on Open Google Drive Folder, it would actually take me to Finder so that I could see my folders. So let's say I am going to be teaching a new 8th grade class. So in my middle school folder, in the Design Lab Innovation Space folder, I would create a new folder by right-clicking, which is also the 2 fingers or control-click on your Mac, and choosing New Folder. That would create a new folder and give it a good name. I'll call this 8th grade. And so now I could, if I wanted to, put anything from my desktop in there. Let's say I need this picture in that folder, and I need this Word document in that folder. I can drag that and put it in there too. And so now I have those 2 items in that folder. Notice that it has the updating symbol right here, so it's not completely uploaded and synced with my online account quite yet. Also notice that those things are no longer located on my desktop. They were moved from my desktop to that folder. Now that I've created that in my drive, I now have inside middle school, inside Design Lab Innovation Space, I have that 8th grade folder that I created. So I can open it here, and those things have finished uploading. So I can see them here, or I can find them in Finder. Now, that's a Word document. Because I put it into the folder on my computer, it stayed a Word document. If I want it to convert to Google Docs format, in my settings on the web, I would make sure that this box is checked. Convert uploaded files to Google Docs editor format. I'm going to go to my desktop and find another Word document, and if I drag that and drop it into my Drive folder, it will upload as a Google document. And you can tell that this is a Google document because the icon right here is the Google Doc icon, and this is a Word doc icon, the W. So if you want your documents to remain as Word documents, you can then manipulate them through Finder. Okay, using Finder, everything you work with will stay in their original format. But if you upload things through dragging and dropping into Google Drive, then if you have that setting, they will convert to Google Documents. Now, if I like to manage my files using Finder, I can then open up that document that's even a Google document. It even shows me those icons here. When I double click on it here, it will just open in my default browser. So then I can work on it here. It'll automatically save those changes in Google Drive. And now notice that I've just typed a whole bunch of gibberish on here. The person who originally shared this document with me sent it as a Word doc. So it lost its connection with anybody else. Okay, so any changes I make here, I'm only changing on this document. If, however, I share this document with someone, like right now it's shared with Jared and Allie. If Allie logged in, she would be able to change this document. If Allie opens that Word document from our shared folder here and saves it in here, then the changes she makes will also appear on the document because we share it in common. So at the beginning of this video, I made a new folder in Finder that we then saw synced to my online presence, and that's this 8th grade folder. Let's say I need, for 8th grade, I'm going to have different units of study. So in here, I can click on New, and choose New Folder. Let's call this Unit 1. And then I could double click on Unit 1, and now anything I create, a new document in here, is created in that folder. One new feature of Google Docs that I really kind of like, anything you type at the title or the top of your document, if you then click in Untitled Document, that text becomes the title of the document. Here I am starting to plan. This is my first day for Unit 1. And again, if I just close that doc, you can see that it's here in this folder. And this shows me my file structure. So that my drive is the overall container of all this information. Then I have a folder called Middle School. Inside that folder is Design Lab Innovation Space. Inside that folder is 8th grade. And inside that folder is Unit 1. Because I work across the school, I have a lower school folder, I have a middle school folder, I have an upper school folder, I have folders for other things. So for me, keeping all my middle school stuff in middle school folder helps me keep organized. Then also, looking back here now at Finder, it has synced to my computer and the Unit 1 folder is there. And I can open up that Google document just by double clicking on it, and there it is. As I mentioned before, some of my folders are shared with some people. So for example, the overall middle school folder is not shared with anyone. You can tell because there's no person icon here. The Hour of Code, Coding and Technovation folder, however, is shared with people. You can tell by that icon. So when I go inside middle school, some of these folders are shared with other people and some of them are not. I shared this whole Design Lab Innovation Space folder with Jared and Allie. Anything that's in this folder, the Design Lab Innovation Space folder, Allie and Jared can access and use. They could actually even also do something really mean, like move this folder, the 6th grade class folder, to somewhere else. And then I wouldn't see it in this folder anymore either. So when you're sharing with people, really be careful and discuss the file organization that you plan to use and discuss, who is going to be in charge of, if things need to be moved, doing the moving. Usually it should be the owner, which you can see that I'm the owner of all of these folders. But you can also see that Allie was the last one to modify this folder, which is nice. It tells you, who has been doing what. So like this document, the last time it was modified was by Allie in September. Okay, you can see that Allie actually owns this copy of that document. So if you just want to move things into folders in Google Drive, let's say if I go back out to the middle school folder, this file right here, 6th grade 9/7/2016, should probably be in the 6th grade folder. I could, if I wanted to, drag it into the Design Lab Innovation Space and drop it, and it would move it there. And then I could move it again to the 6th grade folder. Another way of handling that is to right-click and choose Move To. I can then choose the Design Lab Innovation Space and 6th grade class folder. Click on Move, and that's where it would go then. I can also move multiple things. So if I chose all 3 of these files, then I could move all 3 of them at the same time. If I have something on my desktop that I also want to be in my Google Drive, I could choose a whole entire folder of stuff and upload it by dragging and dropping. Now remember, because I have my setting to convert, anything in this folder will convert to a Google document. But when I upload it this way by just dragging and dropping, notice that it stays on my desktop. Okay? I'm going to so I've uploaded it. There's everything right there. I'm actually going to delete that real quick just by clicking on Remove. Okay, so now if I'm in the Google Drive folder in Finder, and I drag this and drop it here, it removed it from my desktop. Because I'm moving it from one place on my computer to another, it was moved. Rather than when I uploaded it to Google Drive, the copy still stayed on my desktop because my computer didn't realize I was moving that file from one place to another. So now it's here, and those are all PDFs. The two main ways to create folders in Google Drive. First, you can access Google Drive through Finder. Okay, so that's one way to get to Google Drive to create a new folder. The other main way to create a new folder is to click on New and choose New Folder. So whether you prefer to interface with Google using Finder or the online version, you can easily organize and create new folders. Thanks for watching.